Okay. Hello, everybody. Today we're gonna be playing some Legacy, and we're gonna be going back to Maverick, which we haven't played in an awful long time. For me, I love playing this deck, and it's definitely been way too long since the last time we played it. What I wanted to try today is this gal right here. So what I did is I made a very obvious switch, I guess. I took out the Casali Pride Mage and played one of these in the main, and I took out the Rex Sage and put another one of these in the board. It kind of makes me want to play a second basic Plains though, because I really want to make sure that I can cast this under Blood Moon. Because I will be very, very sad if we play against the Blood Moon deck and they, just absolutely destroy us by not being able to cast this thing. And I think instead of that, I'm gonna take out one of the canopies. All right, I'm not gonna be updating this anyway in all the other places, but this is gonna be what I'm gonna do. I guess I can update it in the Stream Decker real quick. Edit. Because I was thinking about this and I'm like, it's gonna be fine, and now I'm rethinking about it and it's maybe I actually kind of want to go the other way around. All right, sweet. That was easy. So it's good old trusty Maverick. Nothing crazy, nothing out of place really. It's just good old Maverick. So we'll just fire up a league and see how things go. That's the one we're looking for. There we go. It's gonna be the list. And I just hope we don't get paired against Stefano, because we just lose every single time, so yeah, not cool. So I guess I will post it here, might as well. While we wait. Twitch.tv. Okay. Sweet. Man, it's taking a minute to load in the legacy queues. What's going on, people? Gotta play some Legacy. Legacy's great. Gotta play some Legacy. I just realized that I forgot my water bottle, so I'll be right back while we find an opponent. Right on time. Let's go. Goliath 2. No idea what this person plays. We'll find out soon enough. There we go. We'll find out soon enough. Yeah, this hand is not keepable, unfortunately. This one is way better. Spot on that, and we're actually really looking at a very, very good hand here. We're playing against Miracles. Ugh. Why is Miracles so good? Everybody's playing Miracles. Well, my opponents want to, at least. Yep, that's a Tundra. It's a Tundra, it's a Wasteland. My opponent is apparently short on lands, which might be good for me. Though Brainstorm is a hell of a card. That's a risky Brainstorm though. If my opponent does not find a land / fetch land on the top 3, I think we kinda win the game on the spot. Because this would be a pretty strong Wasteland right there. What? Alright. We're doing that then. And then we can fetch a basic Plains. Yep. Gonna go ahead and say that I feel a little bit ahead. Play Stoneforge, probably force this. Yep, that's fine. Standstill? Holy shit, alright. Okay. I think we fetch for basic forest here, and I'm gonna just jam the knight. Jump the knight, jump the knight. Eesh, alright. I kinda wanna waste their wasteland. Let's just settle this once and for all. You've got no lands, opponent. You got no lands. Can do some of this. We can do some of this, and we should be in a very, very good spot. They just concede. Yep, that was rough for them. Choke's looking pretty good here. Gideon's probably a house. Can probably take all the swords. Council's Judgment as an answer to Jace, which my opponent is playing for sure. Maze of it can probably come out. I probably want all my equip. Maybe not the GT. Maybe not the GT. My other 2 equipments are actually pretty good. Maybe Needle? We'll see whether we want Needle or not. We need to cut one more card. Mono 3 drops. Mono 3 drops. Oh. Maybe I can cut one of the mums? Mum is great against swords specifically, but I'm expecting my opponent to have multiple kinds of removal spells. Of mass removal spells, I mean. I'm talking about... Mom's just so good. I'm talking about like Supreme Verdict more than anything else, but just Mom's great though. Okay, let's do this. So we have a Mana Accelerator on game 1. We have Stoneforge on turn 2, or we can even Knight on turn 2. Yeah, this sounds great. They keep 6, and they put a card on the bottom. Yeah, I'm definitely fetching for Dried Arbor here. If my opponent wants to waste on my Arbor, I'm like, it's whatever. They can do whatever they want. If they want to set themselves back a turn, I'm happy with that. We can Tracker on turn 3. Tracker plus Fetch Land. Sounds pretty hot. Oh, we don't then. So we're just gonna play Stoneforge. Make sure we're ahead on board, so my opponent cannot. So my opponent cannot land the standstill. We can get probably swords is insane here actually. Let's go get a sword. Yeah, my opponent's mana base is is struggling a little bit to say the least. My opponent's mana base is struggling just a little. It's pretty sexy right there. It's pretty sexy, that white border, huh? Whew, that white border. Huh. I think I want a knight here. My opponent cannot wrath me next turn unless they have exactly a terminus. And if they have exactly a terminus, I'm fine. If my opponent wants to trade their Snapcaster for this, I'm very happy about that. Oh, that's way worse. At least I get to resolve the choke now, so this is actually great. I didn't really think about this. That was a punt, 100%. 100% a punt, but now we can resolve choke, which should be pretty good. So we can say that it was a well thought out play right there. Sword of the Meek. Holy crap, alright. My opponent's going deep. What are my options? I think I want a knight here. I know that I can tracker plus clue, but I think that getting a wasteland ASAP is gonna be it's gonna be really good for me. So I wanna I can probably play tracker next turn anyway. And if we draw a land, we can also Thalia, and at that point it's just game over. We're just not even playing a game anymore. Another Tundra? I guess so they have disenchant. They'll have swords. Okay. That was a costly Swords to Plowshares right there. That was a very costly Swords to Plowshares. Okay, so we will play Tracker. If they have a force, they need to force. Oh, they just concede. Alright. That was easy. Sweet. Sounds good. 1-0. I guess that would count as blue-white standstill, I guess. No, that's not what I want to do. So we 2-0'd blue-white standstill. That kind of looked like a really good matchup for us, actually. Maybe it's because my opponent wasn't just like on the hottest draws, which is possible. I guess this would be a keep against most decks. There we go. I guess I'll lead on basic planes. Underground Sea. Well, this is bad. Alright. Got me. I guess I'm gonna wasteland on turn 2 then. I wanted to leave, like if I were playing against Delver or something like that, I wanted to leave. Yeah, we're doing this anyway. Next turn I can fetch basic forest and just slam the Thalia. So what's up, Romario? How you doing? If they have Stifle there, they got me, that's fine. So is my opponent on Delver or is my opponent on Storm? That's the question. Because they have Thoughtseize on turn 1 instead of Inquisition, I'm thinking they are on Storm, so I'm gonna slam the Thalia. I might be wrong, and this is just incorrect, and now my Thalia gets dazed, and I'm really sad, but if it resolves, it's so much better for me. Yeah, I guess they could be in shadow too. That's an option. Stoneforge. That one's pretty sick, actually. That one's pretty good. Man, I haven't been watching football in so long. Look at that. That's a young PC right there. If this is a brainstorm, I am sorting the young pyromancer in response. Thoughtseize. Yeah, I'm gonna play out the Script Ranger then. No, if my opponent has days though. If my opponent has days, I kinda lose the game on the spot. If they daze my ranger and then they destroy, they just like take my swords. That card is no longer. Oh, I mean they are probably not playing therapy, right? This is the second Thoughtseize. It seems a little bit weird of a Delver list, but it's fine. They did not daze my Thalia though. They could have dazed my Thalia on the previous turn. I think I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna play out the Script Ranger. I'm about to get very sad though. But just like the upside of being able to play sword on my turn and just like equipping the Script Ranger and swinging is just so high. Now they are forced to take the sword, and I'm what? I made them choose, and I think they just chose wrong, unless they have a force for this. Do you have a force for this opponent? Yeah, they do have a force for... Okay. That makes more sense. I'm like, what's going on there? Alright. Okay, so untap this, bounce this. Replay forest. And I can scene it for 2. Scene it for 2 gives me ooze, which should be pretty sweet. Unfortunately I feel like I need to scene it right now though, when they don't have days or anything like that, because if they untap, yeah, things can go wrong if they untap. Unfortunately, this is pro blue and not pro red, because that would be nice. I got my opponent on a clock though. This is kind of relevant here. True name? Don't true name me, bro. That's a bolt on the ooze. Bolt on the ooze. I think it's worth it for me to gain a life. I think it's worth it for me to gain a life. I take 4, down to 14. Something. So that's technically something. Take my attack. Maybe I should have cycled Canopy first. The thing is, I'm not really sure whether I want to cycle Canopy yet. I might need the Canopy, because if my Hierarch dies, I am gonna be extremely behind on mana. And my opponent is probably playing a deck with multiple bolts and stuff like that. Goblin Crater Maker. Okay. They're killing the ranger? Sure. Okay, at this point I am actually going to be cycling this canopy. Because I kinda need to find the... It's a good draw. Yes. Thank you. So I source the PC. I just can't afford. Yeah, so we're gonna put this on top, put this on top, play the fetch, source the young PC right now, swing for one. This is main deck though, this seems like a little bit too much. Putting this guy in the main deck seems like overdoing it a little bit. They preordain, put 2 on top. Yeesh, alright. I'm sensing that the Battle Skull on the top of my deck is not gonna save me. That's an Angler. Yeah, that's Angler mana right there. So I kinda need a Knight. Right now. Let's do fetch. Savannah, and then untap. Knight. Yes, Knight. That's not a Knight. Put on top. Put on top. Play Stoneforge. Yeah. It might be fine, but they are a Delver deck, right? I guess I guess it's a matter of seeing what card from the main deck they took out to play this. I understand playing this in the sideboard. I understand playing this in the sideboard, but just like running it main deck seems like a little bit too much. This is a very important question though. Like, what do we get here? I think we are kind of forced to get the GT. Because if this Stoneforge dies, Skull doesn't do anything? Or is it actually the opposite? At this point we probably need the Stoneforge to survive in order to win. So I'm gonna get the Battle Skull, which gives us another threat. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I think that at this point we're just so far behind that we need the Stoneforge to survive. It's not really a question. It looks like they have the Vault though. Yeah, they have the Vault. Okay, it's fine. Okay, chokes. Thank you very much. Knight of Autumn. Meh. Council's Judgment. I expect my opponent to have true names. I want all my swords. I want mace. What do I not want? I'll probably take out a couple of Green Suns. Library might be a little bit too slow. Knight seems like the nuts. Mom seems really good too. No, I don't think it's really free. I think basics are at a very, very high premium right now. Between, especially because of Back to Basics. I don't think the Black Splash is free at all. I do play some like junk Maverick right there. These are some like junk lists. Splashing black. I think it's not. Yeah, but the mana base is like against miracles you want Thoughtseizes, right? And you're forced to fetch like a black source, and you're not gonna be playing basic swamp. And then if they slam it back to basics, they basically wastelanded you, like for free. Whereas here I can be fetching basics, and I can play with 4 basics very comfortably. And I have like my mana is actually excellent. I don't think I've ever had mana problems with this. Thoughtseize is really good, yes, I agree with that. We're definitely agreeing there. But the fact that the black splash is free, that is the part that I don't agree with. Maybe just 2 chokes. Let's try this. Ah, this hand is almost so good. I gotta mulligan this. This is better. This is better. CPTQC, yes, I agree that the mana is good. I'm not talking about having mana issues. I'm talking about back to basics. That's the card that I'm worried about. And you needing your black mana in order to cast your spells means that you're forced to play into back to basics. Because all my spells are green and white, and I don't have any black splashes, and I'm able to like cast all my spells with just basics. Makes I just like it better. It's just as easy as that. I hate losing to back to basics. That's probably the main reason why. Yeah, I know that you don't fetch black sources until you need it, but you're gonna have to eventually. Here I won't have to. I don't think it's wrong. I just think that I like playing more basics better and being able to cast all my spells consistently. I just put a high value on that. I don't think it's a lost cause. That's why I'm running 3 chokes in the board. I've beaten miracles. Actually, here's my record. Miracles right there. Miracles right there. Yep. Actually, since I've been running this list, I have not lost against miracles once. Oh, to be fair though, this looks like a very like a very awesome meta for us, right? That's the reason why I'm 27 and 11 with this list. This hand we're actually keeping. Swords to the bottom, I think. I'm not even sure. Yeah, I'm not saying the matchup is good. I'm saying that lately I've been like chokes have been doing a lot of work for me. And since I've been running 3 chokes in the board, my matchup against miracles has been, as you can see, it's been like much more winnable than it had been in the past. Dude, this is some high-tech spreadsheet right here. Look at this. Look at this shit right here. Alright, play my Verdant Catagons and pass. If my opponent is playing Stifle in their deck, they got me. As I thought, they are not. Wow, that rhymes. Resolve Thalia. Please play a young PC now. Please use your second turn to cast a young PC instead of killing my Thalia. Please. Nothing? Okay. Swing for 2. Please kill my Thalia. Please kill my Thalia. Yes. Alright. Please don't have a daze. Yes! Woo! Alright. We got a game, boys. Man, I love this deck so much. I love this deck. This is just too sweet. You get an island. Huh, interesting, opponent. Tell me more about those islands that you're fetching for right now. Oh, look at that. That's probably gonna fetch another island. Oh man, this is great. I'm loving this. Cycle first. Mace is in the deck still, so I can probably be like fetching Mace and just like attacking and blocking here. Attacking and activating Knight. Seems pretty sweet. Alternatively, I can like waste their Flooded Strand and then like it's hard because I just don't see myself losing this game either way. I mean, what are they doing? Are they going to cast a Gurmagangler? Like, how do they win? That's my question. That's what I don't get. Like Fatal Push, I guess? Sure. But like, how do they win? And that was a mistake. I should have fetched the Wasteland there and killed their Underground Sea. So I forced them to make a decision before they brainstorm. I was like, yeah, sure, you got a Gurmagangler. I'm gonna go fetch Mace now. Oh, I can even just like source the Gurmagangler. That's it just doesn't matter. It just really does not matter. That's a source supplier, sure, skilling your only threat. Yep, that's what I thought. Alright, so that was pretty hot. That was pretty hot. Should I not be bringing in Council's Judgment for True Name and be playing like a third choke instead? I feel like choke in the draw gets much worse though. Canonist is also a reasonable inclusion. I think I'm gonna run with this again. You think like third choke instead of ramming up? The thing about ramming up is that it also, like, when my opponent starts like wastelanding me, I can also just like get my lands back, or I can just like wasteland lock them. So ramming up is very, I guess it dies to bold, which is pretty bad in this matchup. Maybe I need more catch up cards on the draw instead of some like gotcha cards. I kinda do like Tracker though. Probably Silver Rivalry is gonna be too slow. I can play O-Ring instead. Also, Zenith gets better on the draw because I can use it to fetch Dread Arbor and try to get ahead on mana. This is probably fine though. Let's go with this. And I'm taking Oblivion Ring instead of Council's Judgment because of like just single white is so much easier to cast than double white. And in this matchup, they're gonna be effectively the same card in terms of like my opponent not being able to remove it. This hand looks pretty good here. Sweet, we got a new follow. LRSVGZ. All of those letters. Thanks for following. Thanks for following. Spending turn 1 to ponder. Like it. The question here is, do we Zenith for Arbor on turn 1? They chose not to shuffle. That's a lot of lands. I think that being on the draw makes it so I want to try to get ahead on mana, and I'm going to Zenith for Arbor here. It might be better to hold up the Zenith, but Zenith is just not a great card in this matchup, period, because they are playing Spell Pierces and like a bunch of cards that make Zenith just really bad. Yeah, they bolt the Arbor. This is perfectly fine. This doesn't really matter, and they play a Delver. Oh, I should have taken out the Teague. What was I thinking? That's so bad that Teague is in my deck. I just now realize. All right, this card is awful in this matchup. Nice, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I started building it in paper right now. I'm still missing like $800 worth of cards, which are mostly the stupid Gaia's Cradle. Is this true name? Yep, that's its true name. We have an answer to it in hand though, so that part is pretty sweet. My opponent cannot counter this GT here, which is pretty sweet. Get second basic planes. No attacks, of course. Attacking into a true name doesn't sound like the best proposition. Wow, my opponent's just not flipping Delver. Fatal push. Okay. Another Delver. Okay, I think I want to use this turn to kill the true name. If my opponent has Spell Pierce, of course, I get absolutely wrecked, but okay, sweet. And then I'm gonna leave a stop on their upkeep. Since I cannot stop the upkeep fetch with the Delver, since I cannot stop that trick, I'd rather, yeah, just see what they are gonna draw. And I can vase the new Delver. I can kill the new Delver, I mean. So they only gain 1 life. They're probably not gonna draw these days. Or are they? They are gonna draw that days. That seems weird. Here, of course, I'm playing the Ooze. I cannot grow this Ooze out of bolt range, though. Oh, you also play the Stage Depths combo? Wow, that's going deep. So my opponent has a Daze in hand. I'm for sure not going to be playing this Garocti. I think I'm going to use this turn to equip the Jite to the Delver. I don't think my opponent is gonna be playing any... Bolt is gonna kill the Ooze anyway. This is only bad if my opponent draws exactly the stupid Goblin. But yeah, if they have a Bolt, I was not gonna, you know, be able to save the Delver anyway. So I might as well do that. And also that's good for me because they used a Bolt on the Ooze. You know what? I think here I seen it for my favorite card in the deck. Of course, playing around Ace. Yep. Untap this by bouncing this Forest. Screeve Ranger blocks Delver all day long. Ah, Brainstorm. So good. I assume my opponent's gonna fetch away these days. Yeah, they found the Bolt. Oh, they found this. Wow, this can actually blow up the GT. Which I think is probably correct here. I'll just kill the Screeve Ranger. Okay. Play Tracker. Get a clue. I guess I'm not going to equip GT. I'm going to equip it next turn. Alright, don't have a Bolt. If my opponent does not have the Bolt, we win. Oh, never mind. They have Needle. I'm gonna Needle GT. Dude, Screeve Ranger is amazing. Amazing. So I'm pretty sure they do not have that Daze in hand anymore. That's another Delver. It's a Thalia. They might have a push in hand, but they do not have a Revolt this turn. O-Ring. Yeah. I'm dead to that Delver. Is there anything I can do? Man. If this Stig had been another Council's Judgment or probably another Green Sun Signet, which was the other card that I was considering, we might be in a much better spot. Yeah, I don't think I have any outs. This Needle on GT was insane. If they had not found exactly the Needle, I think we win this game. Man, if only we had any land that we could play. Alright. Not, I can't draw cards. Alright, can't draw cards. Ish, that was rough. That was pretty rough. So we are actually 1 and 1. Huh. Okay. This hand is actually quite good. Snipperino. Feels like the only way this hand loses is Blood Moon, duh, or Bold plus Wasteland, or like any way to counter my Noble Hierarch plus a Wasteland to destroy my Savannah. Thoughtseize, okay. Wait a second, we didn't play about... Oh no, different opponents. Yeah, so here they might actually take Thalia if they are on Storm. Yep, they are on Storm. Good to know. Because they are on Storm... Because they are on Storm, I think I want to Wasteland them this turn. I think I want to Wasteland them, and then next turn we can Noble Hierarch, and then on the following turn, Knight or Stoneforge, depending on what fits. But there's some chance that they do not have another land, and even if they do, it kind of delays them for one turn anyway. Yeah, they have the other lands, fine. Okay. Next turn we can Knight or Stoneforge. I wonder what we should do. Is this a push? Alright, so they are not on Storm. So I guess we are Stoneforging then. So they are on, again, Grixis? Why is Grixis playing Thoughtseize? All the lists that I had seen were playing Inquisitions instead. But it seems like everybody's on the Thoughtseize plan. Play Stoneforge. Yes. I guess we get Jita here, because I'm not expecting this Stoneforge to live. Yeah, there he goes. No place. Do we slam Knight here and play in 2 days? No. Knight actually dies to Bold. So it's probably not a great idea. My opponent might be on control though. I guess I'm gonna slam the Knight and see what happens. Since we have 2 Knights, we can probably do this with one of them. Knight dying to Bold is really rough though. Yep. Next turn I can Excavator Wasteland. Waste the Black Source, I guess. Diabolic Edict, you got it. Yep, so now I kind of suspect that my opponent's on Grixis control then. This seems more like Grixis control then. Sure. Not playing around Forked Bolt. I'm gonna be using this turn to play 2 Hierarchs, and next turn we can play Sword and equip, or we can GT and equip. Both work. Probably GT is better because we can GP, equip, and also attack. They chose to not shuffle, so I guess they found the land. No, oh, they just... What? Maybe they misclicked. Chokes coming down again. Couple of Gideons. Ramming up sounds excellent. I don't know how I feel about Knight of Autumn though. Probably side out the mace. Maybe I leave the 1 off. They're for sure not playing back to basics, so that's not something I'm worried about. The 4-3 seems bad against Bolt. what could they have? Like Pithing Needle or something for like one of my Gideons or whatever. So maybe I just leave it as a one-off just to hedge against that. CJ. What's CJ? Conscious Judgment. It might be good for Jace. Pride Mage is not necessarily far superior. No, the fact that they can needle Pride Mage is pretty good, and nobody plays Torpor Orb in Legacy, so it's like the chance that this does nothing is very, very minimal. No, it's the main deck. Knight of Autumn is replacing the Quasali Pride Mage, and the sideboard one is replacing a Rex Sage. Tig is right here. I would never not play Tig in Maverick. Tig is one of the few like one card combos that we have, like against Storm and stuff like that. Yeah. No Quasali. Yeah, no Quasali. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Probably side out one GT and one Stoneforge, bring in one Council's Judgment. That's about it. I'm sure my opponent has like at least 2 or 3 Colonist commands, and I'm just not loving the idea of Batterskull and Sword, you know, getting blown out. But they're just so good if they don't though. O-Ring might also be the nuts. Yeah, so these are the only things that I'm considering right here. I'm probably the 4th Green Suns Zenith. This looks like a decent enough shell though. Maybe Ooze is bad, but I kind of like Ooze in this matchup. It stops Snapcaster loops with Quick Command and stuff. Okay, probably a keep. It's a little bit bad if I don't draw lands and they blow up my Hierarch, which is pretty likely actually, that they kill my Hierarch. Not on turn 1 at least. They chose to not shuffle. Okay. Sweet. I'm going to fetch. The reason I'm fetching here, it's because first of all, my opponent led on basic island, so maybe there's a very, very small chance that they are actually playing back to basics. And also because if I happen to top deck a knight, I can play it by also fetching here, and I can actually play around. I can protect the knight from bolt, which should be pretty sweet. They killed the Hierarch, so it didn't matter, but still. I thought it was relevant to point that out. My opponent went basic into basic. I wonder if this is them playing around Wasteland, or this is them setting up that thing back to basics. Because in the off chance of back to basics, I'm going to actually play this instead of the Savannah. So if we draw another basic, then we can still play it and not get blown out by back to basics. Him to Torak. Yikes. Alright, that could have been much worse for us. That could have been much, much worse for us. I think I play this. I really don't want to play any of these two without being able to get value from them, like the turn they come into play. That's why I'm not a fan of playing them on turn 3, and then my opponent bolts my Excavator or my Tracker, and I have nothing, you know, from them. Okay. Snapcaster, him would be kind of a beating. Jace. Jace is bad, but it's probably beatable. It's probably beatable. Maybe. Council's Judgment. It's not a Council's Judgment. Okay, We can get Teague. We can get Screeve Ranger. If we Screeve Ranger here, that's gonna be 3 mana. Then we fetch, we untap this, and we bounce this. We can make up to 3 mana. Yeah, Screeve Ranger sounds dope here. Man, Screeve Ranger's so sweet. I love this card so much. I think I play one of these though. I don't think I can afford to play the sword. If I play this sword and my opponent has a K command and they blow this and this up, then the game is just over. So I just don't think I can afford to. I don't think I can afford to do that. So I just need to get a planes. Which one's less value? Probably Reanimator. If they kill Reanimator is whatever. And they can kill either of them with Bolt, so it doesn't really matter in that sense. If we untap though, we are in a really, really good spot. Snapcaster him? No. K command E is also kind of a beating though. Okay. Okay, what is this? Baleful Strix. That one's perfectly fine. That one is perfectly fine. Okay, what is this? This seems way more threatening. Discard 2 damage to any target. Okay. So now my opponent needs to... I'm gonna discard the tracker and I'm just going to hope. If my opponent does not have a force of will, they might have messed up here. My opponent needs to have a force for this. No force. Okay. I think I killed Jace here. Nice tricks you got over there, opponent. And if I untap with this combo happening, this is gonna go to town. Yep, I think that dealing with Jace right there is the #1 priority. Snapcaster K command. Yeah, okay, this is bad. So I guess they kill the sword. Kill the sword and kill the noble. Seems like the best thing to do, since there's nothing they can get back from the yard. So destroy sword, kill noble. The good thing is I can double wasteland them. What? Oh, that one's pretty good too. That is pretty good too. Knight. Whoo, baby. All right. All right, Gideon. Get me out of this one. Get me out of this one. They have Jace. Damn it. Ah, god damn it. Stupid Jace. They minused? Do they have the ball too, or no? Alright, so I can plus Gideon. Let's think here. I can plus Gideon, equip, attack them, draw a card, blow up the Jace. Yep, this sword is doing some serious work. So I attack them. They take 7, kill the Jace, draw a card. Sylvan Library. I think I still play the Stoneforge anyway. I don't think we have anything to fetch, which is shitty, but I think that forcing my opponent to go like they need to attack with everything at the Gideon in order to kill it. And also this is something that can wear this sword the next turn. Yeah. It's pretty shitty that they get my library there, but not much we can do. Both tricks, okay. Gideon down. This is still anybody's game though. This is still very much anybody's game. And I can do this beforehand, so I know where I need to use my mana. This will stop bolts, K commands, etc. Okay. Going to equip here. Does that resolve? Now they're gonna push it. Okay. Alright, no equip. No equip. Man, this is taking a second to load, huh? Soy bars, thanks for following. I'm just staring at staring at Streamlabs like, yep, alright, show me who it was. Can't see anything. Okay. Okay, we can still win this. Damn. Damn. Whew. Of note, I think my opponent f6 through my turn, meaning probably their hand is not insane. This is fine. Sure. Do I get to untap with Jace? Are you telling me that I untap with Jace? Smaffy, thanks for the follow. Alright, no blocks. You got it. Land. That's also pretty good. Alright, 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 alright. So I can play around Diabolic Edict. I can play around Diabolic Edict. I can play around push by actually plussing this Gideon, which I think is what I'm gonna do. I think I want to activate Sword here. Equip Gideon, which my opponent is very unlikely to have an answer to, unless they have Dismember exactly. And then I swing at them, because I think it's very valuable for us to draw a card here. This also takes the Gideon out of range. Hit the Liliana, might as well. Gaia's Cradle. Is that draw insane or what? Is that draw insane or what? Damn, I'm good. Damn, I'm good at this game. So now even the double Strix doesn't kill Gideon. I have 2 blockers for the knight, so Gideon is very likely to at least survive another turn, unless my opponent draws Red Source plus Bolt or K Command. And even if they do draw any of those, I still have the swords going on, I have the knight going on, I have the knight ally going on. My opponent is going down to 3 if they fetch. Yeah, dude. Good old Ancient Tomb with upside. Good old Ancient Tomb with upside. Yeah, my opponent better have an answer for this, because otherwise they are dead. To Badlands. Yeah, so they do have the K command. I imagine they're gonna destroy here and deal 2 damage here, because they just cannot beat the sword. Yeah, that makes sense. Mace is not in the deck, unfortunately. So 2 damage here, destroy sword. Yeah. Okay, this is still anybody's game. That was a bad draw though. I can fetch and redraw with Canopy. Horizon Canopy, redraw, and find Mom. Damn it. Stupid Liliana. I guess Snapcaster K command is really bad for me here. My opponent still has Snapcaster K command mana. We might be in trouble here. We might be in trouble. Yeah, my opponent cannot really attack, which is pretty good for me. Wasteland is not a bad draw. I mean, it could have been better, but it's not the most awful draw. Do I play out the Mom just so I can play around K command? Nah, I don't think I do. I can still draw a Council's Judgment, and if I draw a Council's Judgment, this is just a game-winning Mother of Runes. Oh, do they have push? That would be real bad. Yeah. Fuck. Alright, you got me, you got me. Of course I wanted to make sure that I still have double white if I draw a Council's Judgment. Now they can start attacking. Sure. Something? I guess that qualifies. Another one of these ones. I'm saving this wasteland for whenever they find the red source. There's no need in me trying to go after the underground seas. Not really much of a point. I think I just hold. I think I just hold. So I still have 2 Savannas in the deck. Still have two Savannas. This Liliana is kind of getting out of hand though. I basically need to draw Council's Judgment this turn. Can I scene it for anything? Can only scene it for another night. On the other hand though, if they ult Lily, that means that I can play the mom. So that's definitely some upside right there. And I want to keep this pattern going so my opponent doesn't, they do not think about, you know, trying to like +1 again. Yep, they ult Lily, sick. Unless they have another Liliana, which they very much, no, you gotta be fucking alright. We had a plan. We definitely, yeah, we had a plan. We had a plan. My opponent had all this stuff going on, but alright, we cannot beat this anymore. It needed to be that turn so that we can draw a mom and then just go from there. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in another Council's Judgment and a no ring actually. That Liliana is way harder for us to beat than I originally thought. That's an easy swap with the swords. Just don't love Python Needle against the Cold Against Command deck. I think I'm gonna do this though. Just leave the sword, and instead of the Canonies, bring up a couple of Canonies instead of the Stoneforge. And then I can do this. No, Tig stops Jace, which is huge in the matchup. Stopping Jace is just massive. I think Tig is fine this matchup. I suspect my opponent boarded out all of their Force of Wills, but Tig is still pretty sick. Anything else? No. Maybe Canonist is bad against Command. Nah, this is fine. Yes, please. Get Savannah, Hierarch, go. Drawing the right eyebrow always sucks. It's always awful to draw this card, but it is what it is. If I happen to draw... Oh, okay. My opponent was smart. They fetch a basic. They did not want to get got by Wasteland. Look at that. Another Wasteland. So we can still cast Gideon next turn. Unless my opponent has a him. They blow it up. Which is possible. At this point, I would even say it is likely. Yep, there it is. Oh, man. Give me that land off the top. Give me that land off the top. Land off the top. I'm so sad. So sad right now. At least if they him me next turn. I don't even know, dude. Oh, that him was so good. at him was so good. Liliana the last. Holy shit. Alright. I need to land here, right now. Okay. Man, can you imagine if I had a Gideon right now in play? Can you imagine if I had a Gideon in play right here? Damn. I think I'm gonna go after him. And draw a card. Only dealing 2 to Liliana, but having a card in hand is probably gonna be way better. Okay. 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 So my opponent needs K command this turn. They can still find K command. If they have K command, the game is probably over. But if they don't, uh-oh. 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 Oh, what? Oh, deluge. They almost have 6 through their Liliana activation. Alright, alright. So now we play Mom and we equip Sword. And if things go right, we can slam Gideon next turn. Again, barring a Goblins command, blah 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 blah. But still, oh, they do have the K command. Yeah, they just have it all. They just have it all. Where are my chokes? Where are my chokes? Where are my my good cards? It's been all going my opponents so far. Land. No! Oh, it's so painful. Oh, it's so freaking painful. I should have probably played out the Gaia's Cradle. Now him gets like a card for free, but I was playing around Goblins command. Since if my opponent K commands me, I'd rather discard the Cradle here. 4 mana? Is this a... What the... Right on time. Right on time. I was definitely not expecting this from my opponent's deck. I was definitely not expecting this from my opponent's deck. They got me. They got me. Well, that was painful. Yeah, we were supposed to be the one locking our opponents out, and instead it was them who locked us out. And the worst part is that we could have very, very easily played around that. I just did not think that my opponent could afford to play Blood Moons, but I guess they can. All right, we got. No shame, no shame in getting got. It's a thing that happens sometimes. It's a thing that happens. This is very, very, very greedy. But if it works out, it's amazing. Nah, it's just too risky. Sure, I'm gonna keep this with a scribe. Bottom Gadok Teague. Mom should buy us a reasonable amount of time, unless they die immediately. Is this humans? It is humans. Sick. Yes. Get GT. I guess this turn we can actually serve with the mom. Get our free point of damage. There's nothing that my opponent can have, really. I doubt they're playing Swords to Plowshares. They can freeboot me here. What? Alright. So that happened. That's not what I was expecting when my opponent said human on their Cavern of Souls. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. To be fair, this Knight of Autumn would be the other thing. What's his name? I assume that my opponent is actually playing the white-red Taxes deck or something like that. Maybe they are playing just like mono-red Prison. So now I really wish I had gotten the swords instead of the GT. Blood Moon, sure. So now if we find the land here, we're actually in a decent spot. Land? No, just Ithalia. Sure. I don't think I want to tap out of Mom because my opponent could have a Fiery Confluence, and if that's the case, I want to save this Tireless Tracker. I imagine that they would go with 2 damage to everything and blow up the GT. That seems like the most likely combination. Huh. Cool. so that happened. Sounds good. So that happened. Very cool. Very cool. Maze of it can probably come out. Pithing Needle for the walkers. Probably take out a couple of swords. I gotta bring in the Council's Judgments. Just gotta do it. Take out 1 knight. And 1 excavator. Stoneforge is pretty good, Thalia is pretty good. Oos is bad. So knight is better than Oos. I'm kind of digging Gideon too. Nah, maybe it's... nah. Maybe not Gideon so much. Library's probably okay. Mom seems like it should be okay too. Yeah, let's go with this. Yeah, that was an interesting game. I guess. So here I'm actually kind of sad that this is not a Rex Age against this deck in particular. Never mind. Okay. Play mom. Pass the turn. I imagine they upgrade this. No upgrade. Okay. Ancient Tomb. Chandra. Mog Catcher. Alright. Get wrecked. Play basic forest. Play my knight. Pass the turn. It's nice that now mom can protect the knight, of course. And then this knight is going to slowly but surely get out of hand. So I guess GTA's... My opponent's not playing like your usual deck. They're playing like the... I want probably all of my... This is 3. Fetch Savannah. Get Wasteland. Wasteland your Ancient Tomb. 2/3. Play another knight. Hopefully these knights are going to overpower this Mog Catcher. Yeah. I Settler? I don't know if they're gonna go for Settler. Maybe like Siege Gang. I imagine they will go for either Siege Gang or the Bounce, dude. No. Destroy target land. Yeah, you got my Caracas. Maybe they have a Krenko. Ancient Tomb. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to change my sideboarding considerably for game 3 if we happen to lose. Burden Catacomb. So this would be 7. So this would be 14. So there's Canopy that I can draw to. I can swing for up to 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can swing for 9. And then I have... Yeah, I have lethal next turn. So this seems pretty good. So go fetch... Drydiver, I guess? Yeah, I guess Drydiver is awful. So now I'm kind of forcing my opponent to like go fetch something with Wasteland. Waste your Ancient Tomb. Give this... Put a red. So I don't give them the option to block. Now they need to kill this mom, otherwise they die. Pyrokinesis. Killing 4 damage to mom, sure. What did they exile? Manic Vandal and another... No, Manic Vandal. Okay. So they have Pro Red. And swing. So there are 11, and now they have only 3 cards in hand. They have the mod catcher in play that can get them probably... I guess they will get them Kiki Jiki, because Kiki Jiki can start spitting out blockers. I imagine it's going to be Siege Gang, though. I imagine it's going to be Siege Gang. I'm serving, though. Yeah, there's Siege Gang. No, I don't think Sting Scourger is good here. I think Siege Gang is just way better. And I think I Knight of Autumn here, right? And I make it 4-3. No. I Thalia. They can steal. No. No, I should have played this guy. I mean, Thalia is also lethal anyway, so I don't think it matters. So now I assume they're going to start like Kiki Jiki, copying Siege Gang, and start spitting out a shit ton of goblins. And then on the following turn they Krenko, and things start getting out of hand. Yeah. Man, I need the other swords, I think. They need to use their turn to kill that mom too, which is, I guess, good for me. And here we're gonna get 2+1/+1 counters. So they're gonna get Kiki end of turn. Kiki will copy Siege Gang. Oh my god, so many tokens! That makes less tokens, actually. Because now they need to sack something with Siege Gang, right? And they need to do that name phase, because if I untap with Mom, they just die. Right? I think Kiki would have been way better there, actually. Oh, maybe Kiki's in their hand. You're correct. Oh, they're gonna make the bounce your dude guy. No, red cap? Holy shit! All right, that's pretty sick. Is that a gobbo? Wow, I played with this card in pod and I totally forgot that red cap was a goblin. So they're gonna get 3 1/1s and they're gonna chump with the red cap, which then will come back and they will kill my Thalia. This small catcher. Oh, Thalia can't really attack either because that's a free block with the Krenko. No, but this is actually... Yeah, they need to activate Krenko before this, so Thalia can actually attack. Thalia can actually attack there. Yep. And that really explains why they wastelanded my settled my Caracas. That makes a lot of sense now with what my opponent has going on. Damn it. Red Cup comes back, kills the Thalia. Ugh. Alright, things are getting out of hand. Things are getting out of hand. The blue goblin, that's hilarious. I guess they're gonna bounce in knight. That's fine. Alright, this one's good. This one's good. So we can kill the Krenko here. Guess we can lead on this. Bye bye Krenko. So we dealt with that one, and huh. They need to pay 4 for the Echo here, which I think they're gonna do. So they can just like triple block here, and I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7. There's no way I can recast this knight anyway, so I'll just swing all. If they want to trade 3 gobos for one of my knights, it's probably okay. Maybe they run Siemens Brigade and they can... That also makes sense. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. Yeah, now they did have the Kiki Jiki in hand, and I just didn't have enough mana to cast it before. Now they got there. Yeah, this one I don't think I can actually beat. This one I don't think I can actually beat. Swords, maybe? If I draw exactly Swords of Blushers, maybe I have a chance. Yeah, this one doesn't do it because of the Siege Gang. Alright, my opponent got me. My opponent got me. So we're gonna sideboard quite differently for game 3. We for sure don't want as many Knights of Autumn. We want more answers to their board. And we probably want... No, Rhyming Up. There's no way we want Rhyming Up. Ooze, though. Is Ooze something we're interested in? Tig is definitely something we're not interested in, so there's that. Python Needle actually answers some of their stuff, so that's good. Yeah, Thalia is bad. You're correct. So I guess we're bringing a couple of Gideons. And... either Mace or the Knight. Probably Knight, actually. I don't think Pyrokinesis is going to be as that relevant. And just like having a 2-2 for 2 only to counter that card. Seems like we're going to be losing to their board more often than their Pyrokinesis. Okay, let's go with this. Well, this is a hand that Pyrokinesis shits on. I think I have to mulligan this. This is better. I think we need more lands, preferably fetch lands. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do on turn 2. My options are Stoneforge, Tracker, or Knight. Knight is definitely not an option because Knight getting Pyrokinesis. Knight getting killed by Pyrokinesis is probably awful for us, so I don't think I want to be doing that. But maybe I kind of don't want either of these to die either. I guess it's gonna be Stoneforge. Okay, they have Pitching Blood Moon. Chalice and 1. We don't really care about that one. This one is pretty good though. Sword of Fire and Ice. I kind of need a land really, really bad though. So I guess they peach Blood Moon because they have the other one. They have the Magus of the Moon. Okay, pass the turn. Oh, they're gonna get the Mock Catcher now. So if we draw Gaia's Cradle, we win the game. I'm gonna put it that way. If we draw Gaia's Cradle right now, we win the game on the spot. That's how it works. Gaia's Cradle? Noble Hierarch. Close enough. Why am I so stupid? I totally forgot about the chalice. I'm so dumb. I think it's more important for me to play second Stoneforge here. Get Cheetah. GT makes it so every land it's actually pretty good. Any land, I guess. So we're looking for Council's Judgment. We're looking for Oblivion Ring. Mom doesn't do anything. Good night. Okay, thanks Luiscar666 for the follow. And Smaffy, I totally missed your follow. I apologize for that. So I can swing with a 2-3, but my opponent fetches anything and they just kill it. Yeah. Doesn't seem great. Yeah, we're in a very rough spot here. We really need to draw some lands. We really need to draw some lands before this guy got out of hand, and we failed to do so. Wow. Whew, look at that value. Double activation. Oh, I didn't miss your follow? Oh. So I missed that I didn't miss your follow then. So for everybody that's watching right now, my name is Francisco. I stream here mostly Modern and Legacy. Usually Amulet, some kind of Amulet deck in Modern. And in Legacy, I am a big fan of Maverick decks, but we mix things around way more. For Loam, lately I've been playing a lot of this right here. Mid-range deck with Marchesa. This deck is sweet. I will definitely be streaming this probably later this week. And if you have not done so yet, you can hit that follow button, which should be up there. It's 100% free, and you can that way you can get notified whenever I go live. And damn, my opponent's just going off over there. You can get notified whenever I go live, and if you want to help support the channel, you can actually subscribe, and you can get this primetime emote right here, which is pretty sweet. Also, if you are into social media and all that stuff, you can follow me on Twitter. I always post whenever I go live and what decks I will be playing, so you can check that out there as well. And all of my streams, the ones that do not have music, because sometimes I play music, I upload them to that YouTube channel right there. You can see it right there. Also, if you want to join the Amulet Discord, this is a link that you can do that with. Discord. You can use that link right there. And yeah, that's about what we got. My opponents kinda, they kinda got the luck going on over there, huh? There we go. Thanks, Nathematics. Man, that was rough. Nathematics. Thanks for that follow. I very much appreciate it. They can pay for the Steam Scourger though. I wonder why they did not. Maybe they just have a faster way to kill me. I guess next turn they can just copy the Murderous Redcap. They can also fetch Krenko, they can fetch whatever they want basically. Yep, okay, this game is over. I'm gonna give my opponent the GG's. And yeah, that was a beating. That was kind of a beating. I want to try it again though. I want to see if there's anything I want to change. I think the list is pretty sweet, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna try this again. See if we can do better. Which is hopefully the case. All right, how's everybody? How's everybody doing this Wednesday? We are in the middle of a week as it gets. Is that you, the Goblins player? Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Yeah, thanks for being here, dude. That was such a beating, man. We totally sideboarded very poorly for game 2. And then game 3, our hand just did not come together. Yeah, dude, that game 2, that that guy, man, he just got away with the game so fast. That mog catcher, and we also killed the first one, which I was like, cool. We're fine. We should be good this game. And then that mog catcher, damn. I was thinking that maybe we made a mistake. I was trying to set up a 2-turn clock on that game 1. Well, okay. I was trying to set up a 2-turn clock. That's why I activated the mom, and maybe I should just have just have attacked, and that's it. This is a weird hand, but I think I'm gonna keep it. We're playing against our opponent's trying to get that basic forest, trying to get that 3/2. Such a nice struggle when you are 2/2 and you're trying to, you know, scrape back and get your money back. Okay. Turn 1 Ether Vial. So I think I'm going to Wasteland them here. I'm going to Zenith for a Noble Hierarch. And then next turn we actually can Zenith for the Knight of Rexage. Let's call it Knight of Rexage. Yeah, I honestly I totally didn't know that Redcap was a Goblin, to be honest with you. I played Pod for like a couple of months, and and I don't think that ever I'm trying to think if that ever came up, like the fact that it's a Goblin, but I don't know. Okay. Yep. Hopefully this will put us very much ahead on mana and my opponent very much behind on mana. That's what I'm hoping for. If they have a second Nether Vial, they kind of mess up my plan very badly. Oh, now they are on the Wasteland plan? Knight of... No, no Knight. No luck. The way things are now, I think I want to play Sylvan Library. How we can get the Knight next turn. And there's no 1-drop that my opponent can play, and I'm not blocking, so I'm going to be swinging with this Noble Hierarch. Yeah, dude, Gobos are great. I honestly wonder if after, like, even with Deathrite Shaman being banned and everything, I wonder if that, like, Goblin Stompy is just still better than than the other Goblin deck. Because it's very, very possible, actually. Wasteland. I mean, what are they gonna name here? Source to Plowshares? Sure. Yep, so I'm gonna go for the Knight plan that I was mentioning before. Knight of Autumn, that is. Yes, I'd like to use Sylvan Library's ability. I definitely don't want the land, so this one can go back on top. And Sword is named by the Medley Mage, so I guess I get the Battle School. Man, this was like the worst library ever. Yeah, because how I may miss... Yeah, okay. Put this one on top. So we're gonna go fetch. Get a basic forest so we can play around my opponent's wasteland. So many nights off. These are the Knights of the Reliquary. This is the one of the Autumn kind. Destroy target artifact or enchantments. Go. Traditional versus Chandra is so powerful card. Well, Chandra would have lost me. Yep. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Stoneforge? Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, yes. Okay. So what do we do here? We can Excavator plus Stoneforge, which sounds really good. I'm kind of tempted by like Excavator plus Wasteland. I can also pay 8. Now, I probably put this one back, even though it's pretty good in the current situation. Okay, so put this on top. Yeah, just put this on top. This is fine. Excavator. Play Heath. Go get a basic plains. Stoneforge. Go get Jite. Win the game. Knight of Autumn can't even swing. This is great. Take 3 opponent. Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. So we're playing against humans. Python Needle for Ethervile sounds gross. I love it. Thalia's out. Gideon's in. Probably want another knight. Okay, Teague, get out of here. Mace, yes. No lands that I want to side out, really. Maybe Ogring is a little bit too slow. My opponent might be bringing in Rexage anyway. Moms are excellent. Knights, Noble Hierarchs are excellent. Ooze is probably a little bit on the poor side of things. Library can probably come out. And... maybe only one Gideon. I feel like I won the Green Sansinis because I won the kind of draws that last game allowed us, right? Like turn 1, Zenith for Arbor, or turn 2, Zenith. Like we got so ahead of mana by doing that. So let's try this. So we have a land, a Dryad Arbor. We have an answer to Ethervile or Mom, if that's what we deem that's necessary. Another answer to Ethervile. Stoneforge. Yeah, I think I'm keeping this. Ancient Sigurd. Okay, so we're probably gonna be needling Mom. Hehehe. I still think I'm gonna be fetching. If I get a Savannah here and then my opponent blows it up with a Wasteland, I lose the game on the spot, so I don't think I can afford to get that. I would love to, but I don't think I can afford to. If they wasteland my Dried Arbor, it's much less bad for us. Alright. Sigurd. Mom is not very relevant right now though. Lieutenant. Sure. Land? Land. Land. Nope. I mean, Zenith for... it's not like we're doing anything else, right? Zenith for Hierarch. Go. My opponent has a 2/2 mom. So OP. So OP. My opponent's winning with these sick art noble hierarchs. I'm definitely getting blown out by the whole over noble hierarch awesomeness. Okay, can Zenith for 2 doesn't get me anywhere. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to Zenith for another hierarch and play a mom. Alternatively, I can play a knight that doesn't even block this guy. Yeah, we're on the on the noble hierarch mirror match plan. This is great. I should have played the mom first. So, no, because he would have been in an awkward spot. This is like so many noble hierarchs. My opponent's winning the noble hierarch game. I'm winning the mom game though. I just think this mom art is so sweet. She's just there, just like chilling, you know, just chilling there, just having her coffee. No big deal. Just hanging out. All right, that one's pretty good actually. I don't think my opponent's playing GT in their deck. I mean, can they even afford to play GT? I mean, look at their mana base right now. That's not really a GT casting mana base right there. Look at that, a land. I'm 1 mana away from GT, which is pretty GT. I amuse myself. Okay. Yep. That's what I think too. What I'm trying to see is whether I should play around. I'm trying to think if I should play around Freebooter. Go to Plains. And I think I'm not going to. And what I'm trying to do here, and the reason I'm playing the knight, is because next turn I can go fetch Cradle. And if I manage to Cradle, then we should be in an okay spot. My opponent probably has Freebooter. Yep, they have the Freebooter. There he is, booting free. Stoneforge needs to jump here. Oh, they can just swing full lethal. That makes sense. All right, we got not drawing lands. I mean, that's how our opponent lost that game too, which is funny. Huh. Anything to be changed? think this is fine. Well, I mean, I guess this card's pretty good in the matchup, so this matchup is usually very good for us, but you know, this can happen. It's tempting to play the Hierarch there, but I think that just play the Swords and sending them back to the Stone Age is way better. That one we don't really need to kill. We can hold up Swords, which is fine. Next turn we have Mace available too, which is very cool. Champion number 2. Yeah, I guess we want to delay the game as much as possible. Mom can't protect from Mace. It has to be Knight of the Rockery, right? It has to be Knight. It has to be fetch for Knight here. We can start wastelanding them and Mace of It to stop them doing anything at all. I was kind of tempted by by ramming up by ramming up blocking them, but I think this is gonna be better. Reflector Mage. Holy fuck. Ah, that one's really good. That one's really good. It's weird because like the human lists that I've seen that have been doing well are actually playing like straight what's his name? Absen. Just playing straight Absen. So it's weird that my opponent is choosing to play blue as well. Well, Freebooter does nothing. That's good for me. Meddling Mage would have been way more annoying, but Freebooter is perfectly fine. Another mob, sure. Maze of It stops champion just the same. Maze you. No blocks. Sure, I guess we play Canopy. This also grows the Knight up to a 4/4, which is kind of cool. On next turn, Knight is gonna start doing Knight things. Don't have a Lieutenant. Don't have a Lieutenant. Guess they did have a Lieutenant. And a Hierarch. Okay. Yep. Stop that one. Take 2. We can still outgrow this battlefield, though. We can still outgrow this battlefield. not like this. We're not gonna grow like this. But we can still get there. Yeah, I mean, opponent is also playing Wasteland, which I think it's insanely greedy. They're playing like 3 or 4 colors and Wasteland. Seems pretty absurd. Take 2. What else? Nothing. I guess we wasteland. Night of Autumn. Guess we'll fetch right over here. Might as well. Can gain 4. I think I'm going to do this right now though. Because I don't want my opponent to have access to something like Palace Jailer. Maybe like their 2 cards are like Palace Jailer and they're just like waiting for a land or something. Oh, they just have multiple vials. Sure. This means that we take 2 more damage this turn, but that's fine though. Wow, you're gonna let me trade here? Oh no, they give it pro whatever. So we're stopping this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Zenith. We can Zenith for Tracker. At this point, Zenith for what's his name? Reanimator doesn't seem too hot. But Zenith for Tracker could be pretty sweet. Alternatively, I can Zenith for another Knight. Screeve Ranger? Zenith for the Ranger? Nah. Tracker just seems better. Man, this game's been something though. This game has been something for sure. So this tracker is effectively a 4-3, so that's of course good for me. Knight is bigger than the champ. Okay. Block here. Mace. Sure. So they vial something in. What's it gonna be? Noble Hierarch. Okay. Also okay. Activate Knight. I think I'm probably getting a fetch land here. So I draw 2. Alternatively, I could get Gaia's Cradle. But I think getting a fetch is going to be better. Crack Clue. Do some yielding. Woo! Alright. Alright, okay, so this game... This is a game now. Okay. Let's start here. This is a very real game now. Have you been able to test against burn with those Knight of Autos? I have not. This is literally my very first league with this configuration. So we're gonna do this, play Scriv Ranger. We're going to untap by bouncing this. We're gonna replay this, get another clue. Guess we might as well crack a clue here. And what do we draw? Oh, Sword of Fire, nice. So that's pretty good. This is pretty good. I mean, you can see that Tracker is a very real threat here. So I go get Cradle. Casually add 6 mana. Play Sword. Sword equip. This prevents bouncing from... this prevents bounce from Reflector Mage, which I think it's pretty huge. So I think I'm going to equip the Mom, I think. And this mana is going to go to waste, but it's fine. But there's no need for me to crack the Canopy now. And you guys remember that I can still block with this Knight. So... Tracker draws me multiple cards per turn when I have a Cradle in play, which is something that I was planning for earlier, remember? So Tracker draws me multiple cards a turn when with Cradle in play, while also developing my board, while Rabbit of Excavator draws me only a single card per turn. Scriv Ranger was a very naughty draw right there. Man, Scriv Ranger's so sweet. I love this card so much. I love this card so much. Untap by bouncing this. This is very interesting here. This is actually very interesting. If my opponent has exactly, it has to be exactly Thalia's Lieutenant. If they have exactly a Thalia's Lieutenant, I'm actually in trouble because they can trade with my Tireless Tracker. If they do not, yeah, I guess there's no reason. Like, at this point, I feel like I'm super ahead on board. And, like, there's no way for me to not play around things that I can very easily play around. So we can just do this. Mace, the champion. Go down to 6, which sucks a little bit, but it is what it is. This is gonna be hilarious. Freebooter you. Yeah, this is my hand, opponent. Yeah, this is my hand. It's very shitty. I know that this draws me more cards, but I think I'm actually interested in not losing any more life. So I'm gonna play this out, activate Cradle, draw 2. Let's see what we draw. Another Knight. And it's probably better to play that one out than to draw another card. And now we equip Sword to the Scriv Ranger. Script Ranger is gonna get pro black. And now I'm gonna serve. Now I'm gonna kill one of the moms. Kill mom. It's kind of unlucky that we did not draw. Yeah, you can't protect it. Man, we've been flooding quite a bit over here. So what happens? How do I lose this game? How do I lose this game? That is the question that I need to answer. I think if they bounce my mom, I might lose. So I think I'm gonna do this. It's been just to think that not only one but two decks have transferred from Modern to Legacy, of course, with some upgrades as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That does happen sometimes, and it kind of makes sense. Like, these cards are really powerful. Each one of them are really powerful. That's like why they are so good in Modern, right? And yeah, adding cards like Caracas. Alright, so they drew a dud, which is great for me. Now I have multiple knights blocking. This is fine. And now I'm gonna make the same play next turn. I'm gonna take one. Now I make the same play next turn, and I'm at that point I'm gonna be able to like hold up multiple mom activations. Yeah, we got out of it. We are gonna win this game now. So 1, 2. One, two. Alright, yeah, this this is not a game anymore now. Yeah. Fetch. 4 planes. 1, 2, equip sword here. Script Ranger gets pro black again. Protection from black. Boom. We swing for a bunch. Take 5. Sword is gonna deal 2 to the mom. GT will get counters. This game is over. Yep. I forgot to put the equipment back on mom, but that's fine though. At this point, it doesn't matter if they bounce the mom, they still have no protection. Can I have some donations, please? Well, if you're talking about me, then you can actually donate to the stream if you want to support, if you want to, support the stream, and you can do that there. And with any donation of, my opponent says, if I could draw a value card. Well, we're drawing like 5 cards a turn, so we're doing pretty good in terms of drawing value cards, that's for sure. Beginning of combat. attack with both freebooters. Mace this one. My opponent cannot have -1, -1. -1, -1. Yep, I know. I have protection from whatever. So even something like a Palace Jailer doesn't do anything. We pretty much have this game locked up. Even though we're drawing miserably. we're drawing really bad, but it just doesn't matter because this game is completely over. Script Ranger, man. I keep saying it over and over again. Script Ranger is one of the... It's probably like a single best card in this deck. Like, there's so many situations that are just like what we're seeing right now. And it's just Script Ranger taking over completely. Oh, you have a Palace Jailer? That's cute. It would be really bad. It would be really bad if I were to untap my mom and give it pro white, right? That would be something that you would not like, opponent. For example, something like this. Right? Is this what we're talking about? You wouldn't like this to happen? Dude, Script Ranger. Script Ranger. At one point, I legit thought we were in trouble. At one point, I actually did think that we were in trouble. But yeah, we got back. That was kind of like 4-color humans, right? We didn't see any red. Yeah, thank him from the monarchy. That's just mean right there. I love it. That's just mean. Record 1-0. Thanks everyone for being here. My name is Francisco. We stream mostly Modern and Legacy on this channel. In Modern, we mostly play Primeval Titan decks and stuff like that. Although I've been mixing it up a little bit lately. It's been fun. And in Legacy, I love Knight of the Reliquary. I think this card is awesome. So we mostly play something like Maverick or 4-color Loam, stuff like that. If you have not done so yet, you can hit that follow button, which is free, and you will get notified whenever I go live. If you want to support the channel, you can subscribe, and you can get this beautiful primetime emote. If you are into social media and that kind of stuff, you can follow me on Twitter. I always post whenever I go live, and I also I usually add a screenshot of the deck that I will be playing and whatnot. And more often than not, we'll have streams without music, like the one today. Sometimes we'll play music, but when we have streams without music, I always upload them to YouTube, and you can find my YouTube channel right there. All of my streams are always time-stamped, so if you want to go to a specific match or whatever, you can just go to the description of any video, and you can straight away find the match that you wanna watch. And if you want to join the Amulet Discord, you can do it right there. And if you want to donate to the channel, you can also do that. Also, if you have Prime, you might be aware, if you have Amazon Prime, if you link that to your Twitch account, you get 1 free subscription every month, sorry. So you can support either this or any one of your favorite streams. And this hand seems like it would be keepable in some matchups, and we're gonna die miserably in some other matchups. But it might be worth the risk. I just think Thalia Wasteland is a very powerful combination. Fetch for a basic plains. opponent moved to 5 and kept on top. Wow. Wow, they almost skipped their turn. Jeez. Hope this is not something like Miracles. I hate playing against Miracles. That's a Volk. Guess no Miracles. I think I want to waste my opponent here. I don't want my Thalia to get dazed, and then I'm gonna be very sorry. I guess my Thalia is gonna be at risk of being dazed anyway. Delver? Yeah. Alright. If they don't daze this Thalia or force it or whatever, daze. Okay. Next turn we can play a second Thalia, and we can also mace, which is nice. Delver does not flip. Second Green Sun Zenith is pretty bad for us though. Second Thalia. Rainstorm in response. Alright, so things can go really bad for us here, or really well. If my opponent does not, they do not counter the Thalia, okay. If they do not find a wasteland, if they don't find a wasteland, the mace is gonna be doing some nice work. Imagine this is a ponder. They choose to not shuffle. Okay. I also love that, you know, oof. Yep, we're using this turn to resolve Knight. My opponent cannot do anything about it, and Knight doesn't die to Bolt, which is massive. And Thalia can serve. Yeah, we're doing nice this game. We're doing good. We're doing good. Turn 9 Nemesis would be a pain, but turn 9 Nemesis is always a pain. So there's that. Triple Delver. Damn. It would be awful if I were to draw a GT, right? Okay, so I tap 3 for GT, fetch, Gaia's Cradle, equip. That sounds pretty hot. That sounds pretty freaking hot. Poor opponent moved to 5 and then I drew this. My poor opponent moved to 5 and then I had this draw. Jeez. Sorry, opponent. Bring in some answers to True Name. Bring in a couple of chokes. Gadoptique out. Sylvan Library out. Couple of Zeniths out. Yep, this looks fine. If you guys have any thoughts on anything that I should change, let me know. In the meantime, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Okay, let's go. Yes, please. Turn 1 Mom, turn 2 Stoneforge, turn 3 Knight. My opponent better have a lot of daces and removal spells. If they flip this over though, that might be troublesome. Fortunately, they did not, which is great for me. Push them on. Push them on. Another Delver, yeah. All right, multiple Delver draws can be troublesome. All right, let's think this through. So if I play Thalia this turn, I'm gonna stop my opponent's development. But does it struggle with mine? Because I really want to fetch GT like ASAP. Either GT or Sword of Fire and Ice. So what I can do is I can Thalia this turn to stop my opponent from doing a lot of stuff. And next turn I can Stoneforge plus Mom. And on the following turn I can... I guess I would need to draw a land. Don't flip! Don't flip! Oh, they have a Brainstorm? Yeah, okay. Okay, so these Delvers will flip, which is of course really bad for me. What do I want to get? Do I want to get GT or do I want to get... Thoughtseize? Sure. That's actually very shitty for us, because it makes it so Stoneforge is not gonna save us. Does that mean I cast Knight instead? If I cast Knight, then I will have access to... I cast Knight this turn. Let's say my opponent does not kill it. Then I can... I go down to 6. And then I only take 3 because I can go get Maze. I think Knight is better here. Because my opponent can bolt it. But this I guess this gives me the most amount of time if the Knight survives. And I kind of need to draw a sword here. Don't kill the Knight. I'm very sad now. We died. Yep. That's what Delver will do to you. I don't think there was any any way that we were even remotely close to winning the game anyway. Let's try that. Yep. I guess I Mom on turn 1. This makes it so my opponent cannot wasteland me. Because they need to kill Mom. And they also cannot Delver, which is also good for me. Push. No, Delver. That's pretty sick. Play land first. Play Mom. Play Hierarch. Play Mom. You got a Dace? No Dace. Oh, flip. Nice. Preordain. But I mean, I guess this is a cool art. I'm just so used to the other art that it's kind of weird to see that preordained art. My opponent put 2 cards on the bottom. Are they not gonna waste me? If they don't waste me, I am very afraid. They do not waste me. Is this a night turn? This might be a night turn here. Okay. So I assume that one of my opponent's cards in hand right now is a True Name Nemesis. That's almost a given at this point, because that's the only reason why they would not wasteland me right there. I cannot really think of any other reason why they wouldn't do that. So they kind of have to have a True Name Nemesis in hand. And also they kind of have to... forest... I mean, they need a forest here. They need a forest or they just are dead. No force? Alright. Might as well get a Savannah at this point. Yeah, and I can attack with the Hierarch, so I can actually leave the Knight available to wasteland them. Blocking, not blocking, doesn't really matter. Okay. Protection for blue. Okay. -1, -1. Sack Savannah. Yeah, this game is over. Wasteland your blue source. GG's opponent. GG's. There we go. Sick. 2-1 against Delver. Somehow it still feels very good to Peer and Toothy. Is Pleasant Kenobi another streamer? Peer Imaginative Rascal. What the? 1-1. Partner with Toothy, imaginary friend. If one or more counters would be put on a permanent your team controls, that many +1 of each of those kinds of counters are put on the permanent instead. I need the other guy. When you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Toothy, whatever. Huh. That's so weird. That's so freaking weird. And that's literally the only... Is that literally the only counter? Oh, I guess that Jace with +3 too, right? Ish. It kept 7, I guess. Seems a little bit on the slow side. We can still do damage with this though. Leading on Verdant Catacombs, so they think that we're for Loam. And then, BAM! We Stoneforge them. Never saw it coming. So this is either lands or for Loam. One of those. Unfortunately, I don't think that Life from the Loam is a card that we can realistically beat. For Loam it is. Don't loam me, please. Oh, that one's fine. Get Savannah. I guess might as well get another Savannah. My opponent cannot. They cannot Liliana me next turn. I think I'm gonna Thalia them though. Anyway. And I really hope they don't have another land and they fetch for a Savannah and they get got. If my opponent has a knight though. Oh, that's not knight mana right there. That's a Bob though. Bob's pretty good. I think I'm interested in Wastelanding that so my opponent cannot cast a knight next turn. Then Thalia's gonna serve and Stoneforge. What's Stoneforge getting? What is Stoneforge getting here? Yeah, I was thinking either sword or Jite. I guess sword. It's a little bit on the slower side, but kind of is what it is. Baron Moore. Okay. So they can cycle if they want. That might have been a very aggressive wasteland, but I think that the real way that we lose is if my opponent plays a knight here, right? I think that we're probably beating everything else. That's a Loam, okay. Foothills and Savannah. No attacks. No balls, opponent. I think I swing with both. And I play Stoneforge. And next turn I can attack and equip. I can play a sword and equip. But I think I want to start trying to like clock them to the best of my abilities. Actually, I'm going to play the tracker here. It's a better clock. And I mean, what is Stoneforge going to be getting anyway, right? So now they can play the knight. Which is kind of shitty for us. Knight here is going to be very, very good. Knight here is going to be very, very good. I guess it's not going to be that good. LOL. Let's not mess around. Oh my god, I totally forgot about the chalice. I'm so bad at this game. I'm so bad at this game. I should be attacking with a Jite instead of, you know, having thrown a card in the garbage. When did this happen? When did they cast the chalice? When did this happen? Knight can be at most a 4/4 if they go squatter themselves, so that's why I'm it's whatever. I guess if they have the thicket, it kind of fucks me up. But did they play Chalice on this? I totally blanked on that. I really apologize, guys. That was very poor play right there. I should have played the GT and equipped the GT to something, and then just go from there. Especially because we're gonna have a that was so bad. Jeez. We might lose the game because of that, actually. Because we could have equipped the GT to the Thalia, and the way that this works is it forces the opponent to do the thing first, right? So by playing a land, I am enabling. I can enable my opponent to block, and then the GT counters. So I will deal the first strike damage to the knight. Okay. Deal first strike damage, and then then the counters will get put on the GT before it actually the knight actually damages my Thalia. So I get to give -2/-2 to the knight before it resolves, before the knight damage resolves. So I can actually, I'm not even trading. I'm just like straight out killing the knight. Yeah, I think the matchup is fine. I think I just made a very, very awful punt that might cost us the game. That's all I think. Especially consider that Knight of Autumn is a card that we have in our deck. So if I hold the swords and I get a Knight of Autumn and I kill the Chalice, then I just swords the knight and we move on. We're alive. What's the way we win this? I think the way we win this includes Batterskulling and equipping. Which sounds weird to say, but I think it's the only way that I can start outgrowing what my opponent's doing. Do I waste... they have a Loam in hand, though. I think I kind of have to, though. And I need to destroy one that the knight cannot eat in response, because if the knight eats one of these, then then we're in really bad shape. Man, wasting that swords is gonna cost me. Sure, they go squat them themselves. Get a basic forest. Drawing my own knights would also be pretty good. We can't really attack anymore now, though. And now is when the wasteland lock that they have is going to start coming together. I think I actually need to start drawing cards here. Maybe after I play the Batterskull. Mace is fine, though. I guess Mace allows them to attack and block. At least that puts them down an actual source. And they did not cycle end of turn for whatever reason. I wonder what they are doing. They have Loam and more in hand. Okay. I think I can take this hit. Actually, that's probably like the hit that I can take. So here, do I Stoneforge or do I crack a clue? I think I crack a clue. We need to draw into our threats. Yep, and I wasted last turn and now I'm 1 mana short. Damn it. They have Cavalpid as an answer to Mom, not even to, you know, talk about the Chalice, so these 2 cards are dead. I can scene it for Ooze. No, I cannot. There's a Thalia in play. Okay, I need to keep drawing cards. I'm in a really bad spot. I'm in a very, very bad spot. Yeah, second night was an absolute beating. Okay. Thalia down. Another Wasteland. I mean, this mana is not doing anything anyway, so I just let this go. Whatever. More Wastelands. Shit. I think I'm kind of forced to activate this now. Ewong5, thanks for subscribing with that Twitch Prime. Sick. First subscriber of the day. Dang. Okay. I just jump with Stoneforge. I honestly don't know why they didn't attack with both. They could have very easily attacked with both dudes. I guess the only thing that I can realistically draw here is Gaia's Cradle. I was gonna say this is basically the opposite of Gaia's Cradle. This is actually the opposite of Gaia's Cradle right here. Yeah, my opponent is playing a little bit too conservatively for my taste. They should have won this game a while ago. They should have won this game a while ago. So they're gonna Loam. Oh, P-Fire. That's even worse than Loaming. I mean, it's effectively the same, I guess. Again, they can swing with both. I don't understand why they are not doing that. Sure. Just gonna give me some more life, which I can't really use for anything. At this point, I'm kind of like delaying the inevitable. It seems like I could have won this game though. I'm pretty sure I made some mistake. I'm pretty sure I made some mistake at some point that kind of snowballed. I mean, it was definitely wasting that swords instead of attacking with a GT. That was probably the mistake that cost me the game, actually. That was probably the mistake that cost me the game. I'm not a big fan of O-Ring, actually. Yes. Knight of Autumn, yes. Python Needle, yes. And Gideon. Thalia seems like it annoys them quite a bit, so I'm gonna leave them in. Teague out. Excavator sounds actually pretty good. Tracker also sounds pretty good. Knight seems like it would have been awesome that game. Not so sure about the sword. I guess the Stoneforge package is decent. Maybe Batterskull is just not great. And Shave. Nah, Mom's great. Mom is great. Probably want Thalia. No, the play Thalia is actually better. Probably want to shave one of these on the draw. Yeah, Moons is very, very good against them. But I just don't love bringing in 1-drops against the 4 Chalice of the Void deck. I feel like Skoos is gonna be like our out to Loam and stuff. You're probably right though, I need to play Surgical. Just really shitty. Let's try to do this. I guess I'm gonna keep this. Can play Mom on turn 1. They take it from there. I don't think I'm that worried about the Planeswalkers, really. It's like, I think their main deck is probably more threatening for us than the Planeswalkers. This one's not bad though. Yeah, they need to waste me here. That's an excellent draw. Even if they Loam, I can Knight on my next turn. A Knight should get me there, especially with a Mom on the field already. So I think I probably even beat Life from the Loam here. The only thing I might not beat is if my opponent has literally another Wasteland and they Wasteland my Canopy. Okay, and I don't draw another land. This is probably the only way that I lose. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. You guys saw that I never didn't have it. At this point, I think my opponent they just concede. They cannot win anymore. All right, so that was pretty sweet. On the draw, probably 1 extra Council's Judgment, 1 less Thalia. And even if Knight were a 2/2, we have a Mom anyway, right? So it doesn't really matter. That was pretty sweet though. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I'm just not loving the Thalia, honestly. My opponent has Caracas in their deck and 4 Knights to go fetch him. And getting ahead on mana seems like super important in this matchup, which Zenith helps me achieve. Shana, what do I guess? Dude, that's fucking sick. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, you're gonna enjoy that one. You're gonna enjoy that one. Yeah, Amulet is it's just so much fun. It's insane. Okay, I'm gonna go with the same thing. But yeah, dude, congratulations. Hope you have a lot of fun. And if you have any questions that you're not able to figure out or whatever, or some sequencing stuff or whatever question you might have about the deck, just hit me up. Just hit me up. Here, I guess. Too. Look at us get Chalice on turn 1. Just wait for it. Just wait for that turn 1 Chalice. What to use until you get your gemstones? That's a good question. Of course, in my opinion, gemstone is the absolute best land in the deck. So it's not really replaceable, like, at all. It's not replaceable whatsoever. You need to play the full 4 gemstones. But if you can't, you can replace them with something like either Mana Confluence or... No Chalice, please. Skoos. We can beat Skoos. Let's play Mom first. You can replace it with Mana Confluence, City of Brass... And probably, and this is possibly the worst option, but still, I guess it's important for you to that you can have access to that. It's gonna be either Botanical Sanctum or Grove of the Burnt Willows. Either one of those. So do I play Thalia here and get? Yeah, I play Thalia here. I get blown out by a Grove though. If my opponent has a Grove, I get like absolutely destroyed here. They have a Wasteland. No blocks. Oh, Liliana, the Last Hope. Last Hope would be gross. Veil is fine. Veil is okay. Yeah, I guess I'll let this go because I might want to actually Swords a Knight instead of this Ooze. Player discards a card. Chalice. Huh. Oh yeah, we're sorting that one instead. Okay. You got it, opponent. And I think here we kill this Goose. Liliana is a really big issue, don't get me wrong, but we are way too low on life total. Liliana is a very big problem. The ultimate punishment. Man, again, I wonder if that wasteland was too aggressive. I mean, what I was thinking is I really want to, you know, not for my opponent to get out of hand, but at least this is a -2 from my opponent. Alright, give me another threat. That's not another threat. Alright, give me another Gideon then. No, I want another Gideon. I mean, honestly, I mean, I don't think it's meaningless. They had another Liliana, which would have like been able to like completely dismantle our hand, but they just were not able to cast it, so they just sacked it to like the original one. So I don't think it was meaningless. No attacks. Okay. No attacks, no plus either. I imagine they have decay. That's why they have green and black. They have either decay or Assassin's Trophy. That's why they thought that the not plus in was gonna be better for them. But yeah, look, I mean, think about how much worse Oos would have been in this scenario, or Bob. Like either one of those would be completely unbeatable. These Liliana at least were kinda, you know, we're trying to survive, and if we find actually like a second Gideon or something like that, we actually outpower this Liliana. Whereas we can't really beat the other stuff, you know. Black and green, no, cycle Barrymore. Okay. I was gonna say, so you're saying there's a chance, and then my opponent did that. Oh, I F6. I'm stupid. I still think that's fine though. I was thinking about that. It's like, okay, should I fetch for a Dry Diver? But then my opponent wastelands my Dry Diver, and I still stack the Knight, and now I have one less land. Now, of course, I feel stupid because, you know, I drew another one of this. But I think it was worth it for me to make sure that I have access to 4 mana. So if I draw another Gideon, I'm still able to like do something about it. Pellegriff, thanks for following. Holy shit. Huh. Huh. That one is a pretty good one. That one is a pretty good one. Man, if only... Oh. If only we had drawn the land first and the Gideon second. I think we would have won this game like single-handedly. Not even a question. At this point we're dead. But Yeah, I mean, we still had a lot of outs. We just didn't break our way. Alright, 2-1. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, that deck is... Four-color Loam is a very good deck. Somehow, like I have a 29-14 record with Maverick, and my record with four-color Loam it's actually negative. I am 16-18 with four-color Loam, which is, I think it's the only deck ever since I've been playing Magic, since I came back to Magic now, like 4 or 5 years ago. I think it's the only deck I've ever had a negative record with. But that deck is very, very hard to play. Sometimes it's easy, like my opponents, right there. It was pretty straightforward, right? They were just killing me. They were just drawing their good cards, and I was drawing lands, but. It's still pretty good. Like, I think that deck is crazy insane, and it's probably one of the best decks in Legacy right now. I don't think it's the best deck in Legacy. I don't think there really is the best deck in Legacy. But that one is definitely in the question for. Oh, look who's over there. I have no idea what Elf Kid is, but he is a regular here on my stream. Really cool dude. Ah, he's a Reanimator? Gross. We're dead? Yeah, we're dead. Swamp, Petal, Axiom back, Gristle, Daddy. And we still have the chance of the luck. This game is over. Alright, back to the drawing board. Teague out of here. Similarity out. Mace is fine. Mom is actually surprisingly good in this matchup. Batterskull out. Yeah, we can probably take out the Stoneforge package. O-Ring, Judgment, and I don't think any of these really matter whatsoever. Usually the Shrunter backfires greatly. Yeah, okay, what else? I guess Tracker. Oh no, Knight of Odin might be better. What can we blow out? Their Dread of Knights. We can blow up Dread of Knights. We can blow up. What else? That's pretty much it. I guess we can. Like a Lotus Petal? Nah, it's just not worth it. Tracker just hits harder, I guess. Huh. This hand might be okay. This hand might actually be okay. We can hierarch on turn 1, and we can never mind, we cannot hierarch on turn 1. That's shitty. Lotus Petal. Dark Ritual. Are we dead again? This... Oh, wow. I just realized that we should have jammed either one of this into Chancellor, because of we would have been able to maybe get some value out of Exhume, but he had Reanimate, so it didn't matter. Yep, bye bye Swords to Plowshares. My opponent's saying, "Oh right, you're playing that deck. I saw it on Twitter earlier." I'm like, "Yep," because they had no idea what we were on game 1. That's an Elish Norn. Sure. Reanimate that one? Yeah, please reanimate that one. I guess you're gonna name Knight here. Man, this deck. This deck. We can still, if we top deck exactly Caracas, we have a chance. No Caracas. Yeah, I mean, I guess the only way I would have beaten this draw was if I had Surgical. So I need to have either exactly Surgical or, like, I guess Fairy Macabre would have worked too. But even through a Chancellor, we were on the play, so we would have been able to pay the 1. But I imagine now they go get the Archetype, and we just lose. Chancellor? Oh, Ashen Rider. Okay, cool. That's all I need to know. Alright, we got shit on my Black-Red Reanimator. That was some fun and interactive magic right there. That was some fun and interactive magic right there. Let's see if we can steal the last. We can get that 3/2. Get our money back. Get a sweet chest. And this will be the last match of today's stream, I think. I think I'll be back tomorrow. And we'll be... No idea what we'll be playing yet, but we'll be back tomorrow, that's for sure. Is this Gobos? This smells like Gobos. Smells like Gobos. Casting it for another Hierarch. Pass the turn. Swords is pretty good against the Gobos. Yep, Mom is an absolute house against Goblins. Mom is an absolute house. So am I getting Knight of Autumn here? I'm blowing up the vial, or am I getting... I'm just getting Knight of the Reliquary, right? There's no way I'm getting the other one. Now that I drew the ramming up, it just doesn't make sense for me to not get a Knight here. One drop? No one drop. Usually matchups against Goblins are very interesting. It's a lot of back and forth going on. Doesn't have any good attacks. Yeah, we lost to 4-color Loam. The way things are right now, I think I'm gonna get a waste first. And then I'm actually going to get a Horizon Canopy with this Knight. What I'm trying to do here, by the way, is to make sure so my opponent cannot cycle his dude. Because they have like the 1 mana cycle whatever guy. Can't remember the name. Gem Palm something. This guy right here. I guess I could. It's kind of shitty, but I think I have to give Mom Pro Red here. This would otherwise be kind of like a waste of. Would be a waste of swords. Destroy that one. Pay 2 more. Get a Savannah. And the reason why I'm getting a Savannah here is because I want to have access to not only double white, so I can use 2 swords if I need to, but also because I want to have more fodder for this Knight. If I get back the Wasteland, then I cannot, you know, activate it anymore. So now it's basically Vial against us. See who's the more powerful. Dude, like black-red finishes leagues so quickly. It's pretty great. I think the deck is very stupid. Let's see. Well, where's Landon? Has he not been playing like at all lately? All right. It's not there. Yeah, I think the deck is. I think the deck is very stupid. I don't think it's. I don't think it's necessarily like bad for the format. It's just like frustrating to play against, really. Sharpshooter? Nah. So what I'm doing here is I'm killing this one first, so the sharpshooter does not have haste, because this sharpshooter is gonna destroy me completely. So by not having haste, I'm able to do that, and now it's summoning sick. Now I can use the second swords on the sharpshooter, and we should be fine. This guy's dead. Sweet. We drew the land that I was gonna fetch with the knight. That's that's kind of shitty right there. Scoos? Sure. Let's goose it up. I cannot waste them. And my opponent just concedes. Sweet. Yeah, I think it's... yeah, I think the deck is just... It's just so hard to interact with, right? That's my main issue with it. It's like they will oftentimes just have a freaking like a freaking like turn one, and you are just there with your surgical, but they have the Chancellor trigger. Yeah, yeah, and like to get it to the level that Olandon has like the level of proficiency that he has with the deck is just insane. I've seen him play on like stream, and the guy is like 3 turns ahead of everything. He's like, I'm gonna do this because this and this, and the other thing because see this and this. I have like, I think at one point I was playing mostly Maverick. This is before the Deathrite Shaman bans, and I had a 100% win percentage against non-Eulandon players of Black Red Reanimator. And I was like 9-0 against not him, and every time I got paired against him, I think I lost every single time but one. I think it's extremely hard to play, and people are just, you know, not thinking that it's that hard, and it's actually way harder than people think it is. Okay, what do we do here? I like the Knights of Autumn. Yeah, Storming Legacy is also very hard. Ramming Up, it's probably okay. The main question is, do I want Gideon or not? I might want Council's Judgment, maybe not so much, but I definitely might want the Gideons, and that's the one that I'm struggling right now with. Probably 1 over Teague for sure. Maybe just that one right there. This is one of the matchups where the Stoneforge package is like absolutely insane. Do we keep this? I think we might have to. If they have turn 1 Vial, we might be in trouble though. Well, I guess turn 1 Vial is less bad for us than turn 1. What's the stupid Lucky? Stupid Goblin Lucky, dude. For a white border for triggering. Okay. Okay, I'm playing Stoneforge here. I was kind of on the Slam Ooze plan, but I think just playing Stoneforge is better. It still blocks the Lucky. I guess this only backfires if my opponent has exactly the +1/+1 Goblin, which I can't remember the name of. +1/+1, I haste to all the dudes. But if I manage to like resolve this, to like put this Battle Skull into play, we're in business. No Tarfire. No Tarfire, and no Cycle Gem Bomb. That's what I'm trying to dodge here. Are they gonna sacrifice 1 Lucky to put another one into play? I imagine they are gonna put something good here. Maybe Siege Gun or something. Trash Master is kind of a beating for us though. I guess Siege Gang kills the Stoneforge, so that's a reason to do that. No, Matron. Okay, so they're gonna get Gem Palm now, which makes sense. So they get Gem Palm here, cycle, kill the Stoneforge, and I untap and play a 4/4 Knight. Seems these. Yep. This of course is not ideal, but it could have been much worse, to be honest with you. It could have been way worse for us. Cavern of Souls. Alright, my opponent has multiple vials. It's actually pretty good for me. Yep, just play Knight. And next turn we can play Scoos, we eat something and we wasteland them. We probably don't want to wasteland them actually. Alright. Mog War Marshal. Yeah, whatever. That one's fine. Grim Tutor, man. That's such a weird card. Also, mismatched vials. Come on, opponent. Have some respect for the game. Have some respect for the game. Nope. I forget what that. No idea what that did, so I'm gonna F3. Okay, so only 2 cards in hand. If either one of those is the ringleader, though, I might be in trouble. But if neither of them is, then I think this match run was a little bit too hasty. The only thing I... Holy shit. I guess that makes sense. We got a nice little 2-for-1 there, actually. So that's not absolutely awful for us. Opponent swings for 3, which is pretty irrelevant. Ugh, we cannot double spell this turn. So should I Tracker plus land? Knight of Autumn is actually kind of hot too here. I mean, it blows up another vial, it's not a big deal actually. Should I Tracker plus land, or should I Scoos plus GT, I guess? I don't think I want to wasteland my opponent in any case. It's probably this. It's probably just Tracker, and next turn I can just like jam GT and attack with Tracker and just blow up my opponent's board. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I guess the best draw for them would be Ringleader, followed by probably Matron. Matron. That one's fine. That one is actually okay. I don't mind that one that much. Man, we're 1 mana short. So let's say I play GT, equip, and attack. Yeah, that just basically decimates my opponent's board. They can block, but they need to like double block in order to kill the Tracker. This seems like it's worth it. Next turn I can Scoos plus... Do I Knight? Nah, I guess it's gonna be Scoos plus Crack Clue. Scoos plus exile a couple of dudes. Have a lot of options. Yeah, Trash Master would be absolutely insane here. In fact, because of Trash Master, I probably want to do this right now so I don't get blown out by either vial. So let's just get my 4-4-1. I guess it's technically 3-4-1 because 2 of the tokens were from the Mogwai Marshal. That guy's fine. It's gonna whatever. Dryad Arbor is such a bad draw. I hate drawing Dryad Arbor. I hate drawing Dryad Arbor so much. I guess I want to scoose here. At end of turn I have the option of cracking Clue or gaining life depending on what my opponent does. I think I'm gonna be cracking a Clue though. I'm very behind on lands and I feel like I need to get ahead on that. Please pay for the echo. Please pay for the echo. Ugh, they were smart. The reason why I wanted them to pay for the echo is because that way they cannot cast, they cannot cycle a Gem Palm Incinerator. Sick. Alright, so at this point I think we're going to start being a little bit too far ahead for them to come back. Just a little bit too far ahead. So this is equip Jite. Your opponent cannot block. Just blow up their board. Yeah, Jite is just... What were they thinking? Like, for real? Like, what is this? What is this card? What were they thinking? For real? I guess I library, or do I get a hit on? I think I want a library here, and I want to gain a couple of life with this. Get it out of. Yeah, like for real. Even back then, right? Back then, creatures were so much worse. I mean, we're thinking that Jite is like crazy overpowered when we are playing cards like Knight of the Reliquary and Tireless Tracker and Thought Not Seer, and Jite still takes over the game. Can you imagine back then how bad it was? It seems like completely stupid. No lands, kind of unfortunate for us. I mean, we're not losing this game, right? It just doesn't really matter. My opponent is literally a 0%er at this point to win this game. They can almost hardcast Pyrokinesis. Actually, we're going in. At this point, even Ringleader doesn't get my opponent out of this. Yeah, they're just too far behind. Just way too far behind. Sweet. 3-2. We beat the Gobos. We beat the Gobos, which, to be fair, it's a pretty good matchup. My opponent drew extremely poorly, though, to be honest. At maybe not at any one point, but like a Trash Master would have been pretty good right there, for example. Not on the very last turn, but on the turn that I attacked with Ooze and equipped, Trash Master would have been pretty good. Goblins. Sweet. Currently 30-15. Exactly 66.666666 win percentage, which is pretty funny. This was the pile we played today. It was pretty nice. We did a lot of losing, but hey, you can't win them all. We drew very well on some games, we drew very poorly on other ones, but okay. Next time I stream Legacy, I will probably be going back to this. I've been having a lot of fun with this list, and I'm thinking of doing a music stream where we listen to all Queen albums. You guys get it? We listen to Queen. We're playing Queen Marchesa. So that's what we're gonna do. Probably we can maybe do that Friday actually. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow around the same time, so 11 a.m. in LA time, which I have no idea in terms of like, you know, the PST or whatever. Night of Autumn was actually pretty sweet. I'm not sure whether it was better than the main deck Casali Pride Mage, because there are some situations where just having a 2-drop instead of a 3-drop is really good, or just like having the Exalted triggers can be very, very relevant. So I will keep testing it. I'm not sure over the Pride Mage. I am definitely sold over the Rex Sage. So right now it's 320. I can actually look it up. It's in my like Twitch. Damn it! Why can't I do that? There we go. It's in my Twitch channel, but I'm just really bad at remember that. PST. That's what you want to look for. PST. AM. I usually stream. So this is during the day for me. This is during the day because I'm a drummer. I'm a musician, so I usually work during the evenings, or like afternoon and stuff, or during the weekends. So that's why I usually don't stream during the weekends, because that's when I do most of my working. In any case, yeah. So if you have any other questions, please let me know. In the meantime, if you guys have not done it yet, you can hit that follow button and you can get notified whenever I go live. Also, you can subscribe to the channel, and you get a free subscription if you have Amazon Prime, if you link your Twitch account to your Amazon account, and you can get this beautiful primetime emote right there. And all of my streams are uploaded to YouTube. You can find them over there. They're gonna be timestamped, so you can jump. You can go into each stream's description, and you can jump straight to whichever match you want to watch. Also, Twitter. There we go. Also, if you want to join the Amelo Discord, there's that. And also, donations. You can donate to the channel if you really enjoy the content and you want to help support the channel. You can do a donation, or just subscribe to the channel. That's also awesome, and I would appreciate it very much. In any case, I will be back tomorrow then, 11 a.m. PST, and I hope to see some of you guys and gals here back tomorrow as well. In the meantime, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.